is up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of our Meet on the 50 free agency, not fantasy, free agency edition. We hope you guys have enjoyed part 1. Part 2 is right. It's coming up very, very soon, right? Part 2 is all about the NFC, so we hope you guys enjoy, and I'm just going to keep this nice, short, and sweet, right? If you like what you guys see, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, just tap on that bell notification to stay up to date on all the latest content. But without further ado, nice, quick, and easy intro. Let's get back to it and enjoy Meet on the 50 Free Agency Part 2. We flip over to the NFC. So we got the NFC East. The Dallas Cowboys, all they've done is just get rid of Amari Cooper and re-sign Michael Gallup. That's it. That's basically what they've done this offseason. They've re-signed some other people. Nothing of interest. The New York Giants are still going to be the New York Giants and not do a single damn thing all season long. Then we come to the Philadelphia Eagles, who they re-signed Jason Kelce. Okay, they re-signed the star center. They got Hassan Reddick from Carolina. That's a big move. Hassan Reddick is a Pro Bowl. He's a Pro Bowl linebacker. That is a good move. They did re-sign Fletcher Cox after cutting him. That's another good move. So we will see what happens with Philadelphia. But I'm rooting for Jalen Hurts. I'm going to root for him. But I think, like we just have been saying for these other teams, it's going to amount to... What is it going to amount to?
So the quarterback.
No, what is all this stuff that Philadelphia is doing? What is it going to amount to?
Nothing.
There it is. Nothing. Exactly. And then we come to the team whose name I've been waiting to say all night long. We come to the Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders. Oh my goodness, with their new addition of Carson Wentz, who's gonna lead the Commanders into battle, into the mighty battle on the football field. And guess what the Carson Wentz-led Commanders are gonna do?
Nothing.
There it is. They're gonna do nothing because rumor has it that the Commanders Super Bowl odds were 70-1. Guess what happened when they got Carson Wentz? It stayed 70-1 because that's how much nobody believes in this guy. So we are gonna see what the Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders can do this season. However, always rooting for Ron Rivera. Love you, Ron Rivera. Stay strong, cancer strong, Ron Rivera. Other than that, Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders, get the hell out of here. Next up, we got the NFC North. The Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions get DJ Chark. All right, there it is.
Okay.
Chicago Bears got rid of.
That's going to amount to
nothing. Exactly. That's going to amount to nothing. Chicago Bears got rid of Khalil Mack. Didn't do anything. Good for them.
That's going to amount to
nothing. The Green Bay Packers. Oh, here we go. This is the one I'm going to ask you. The Green Bay Packers re-signed Aaron Rodgers for $150 million. And boy, oh boy, they re-signed his number one target. I'm not talking about Devontae Adams. I'm talking about Alan Lazard, baby. And that is going to amount to...
losing in the NFC Championship.
Oh, exactly. Ding, 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 ding. Exactly. He's going to get there again and possibly lose.
You got to keep the that's going to amount to on every single one of them. On every single one of them where you got to keep.
Oh, I got. Don't even worry. Don't even worry because next up in the division, we got the Minnesota Vikings doing the clap. Come on, do it with me, folks, because they just re-signed Kirk Cousins. Oh, and boy, what did they do? They didn't stop there. They went out and got Zadarius Smith, the hard-hitting linebacker from Green Bay, who agreed to a deal with the Baltimore Ravens and then was just like, you know what? I don't want to freaking play in Baltimore again. Forget that. So I'm out of here, bro. Became a free agent again and signed with Minnesota. And guess what that is going to amount to?
A first-round wild card exit.
Boom! Ding, 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 ding! It's gonna happen, folks. It's gonna happen. The moves that these teams are making are going to amount to nothing. All right? Moving on to the NFC South. Holy moly, do we got some good teams down here in the NFC South. Woo! Starting us off with the Atlanta Falcons, who are like, hey, you know what? Matt Ryan, boy, oh boy. We were going to give you $7 million, but you know what? We held off because we kind of want Deshaun Watson here. And, he kind of wants to play here because Arthur Blank, hired him as a ball boy. And he kind of took a liking to him. And, he said he was a good representation of the franchise. Oh, but wait, we didn't get Deshaun Watson? He wanted to go to the Cleveland Browns? Oh, man. So what do? Let's just trade him. Let's just get rid of him. You know what? He's done enough. Oh, but there's somebody out there for us. Oh, yeah? Who's that, guys? Oh, that is none other than the flying Hawaiian of Marcus Mariota.
No way. Yeah. No way. They were able to get Marcus Mariota?
They were able to lure him away from Las Vegas. They were able to allure him. Dude, you won't believe this. This was their pitch. Hey, are you tired of standing on the sideline? Are you tired of watching somebody that you think in your head you're better at, but the world just doesn't see it that way? Well, hey, boy, do we have a team for you. We just got rid of our quarterback, and we need one down here in Atlanta. We could possibly use number 8. Back in our, calling hikes, taking balls, passing balls, doing all that good stuff. Do you want to come play in Atlanta? Gee Williker, sure, sir. So now we got Marcus Mariota leading the Atlanta Falcons into battle. But don't worry, folks. They re-signed Cordero Patterson. So all our fantasy people, remember that Cordero Patterson's still a part of the Atlanta Falcons. Definitely going to want to take him because his role is now going to be even more expanded because, oh, wait, I forgot the best news of the offseason. Their player has a gambling problem. Oh, Calvin Ridley out here betting on games, getting suspended from the NFL. You can't write this stuff.
This is my thing before we get to what it's going to amount to. This is my thing. How are people beating women and they're getting less suspensions than a person who betted on one fucking game? That's what I want to know. Can we reevaluate the punishments for stuff? Because I'm just saying, if you were proven to kick a woman or to beat someone's ass, you should be suspended indefinitely. I'm just saying, like Tyreek Hill or these thugs, okay? Because that's what you are. You're a thug. You're a thug. If you hit a female, you're a thug. It's the bottom line. It doesn't matter who you are. I could go out and hit a female and I would be labeled as a thug. It doesn't matter who you are. It's a terrible thing. How the hell did somebody bet on one game and they're getting suspended for a season where somebody gets assault charge? Maybe it's not even hitting a woman, hitting somebody, a fan, something. You get 2 games or 3 games or 4 games and you're able to come back. That does not make any sense to me.
I think you're speaking for all of us. I think you're speaking for the entire population who is not on the board of executives for the NFL. I am completely in agreement with you. I
forgot about that.
It is ridiculous. Carolina has yet to find their QB. They have searched far and wide. They have looked high and low. They have looked in every crevice they possibly can. And they may just be stuck with only one, and that is Jimmy G. Yes, the Carolina Panthers quarterback may be Jimmy Garoppolo, but we don't know yet. Right now it's Sam Darnold, and other than that, they have done diddly squat. Oh, but guess what? In the division, the New Orleans Saints are like, oh, Deshaun doesn't want to play here. All right, Jameis, I guess you can come back. So the New Orleans Saints are bringing back Jameis Winston for 2 years. How you feeling about this Jameis Winston signing?
It's going to amount to nothing. I mean, it's irrelevant, dude. It's freaking irrelevant. True. It's not on my radar. I look at my phone and I see that, and I just don't even pay it any mind. You signed Jameis Winston. Basically, what you're saying is okay. We're gonna sign Jameis Winston. Guess what we're saying to you in code, Jake? We are okay with mediocrity. That is what we are okay. We're not chasing excellence.
Yeah.
We're okay with mediocrity. Because here's another question. Finally, Deshaun Watson comes out of the woodwork. We figured out where he was because I don't know how many times I asked you this season, where in the hell is Deshaun Watson?
Yep.
I got a question for you.
Yep.
Where in the hell is Mike Thomas?
I was going to ask you. I have no idea where the hell is this guy.
Thomas.
Where the hell is this guy? This guy's like a ghost. He's like disappeared. He's a ninja. And then, remember, does everyone remember in the beginning, very far back in the beginning, if you remember that long, I told you to put a little asterisk next to that word retired. Because we come to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No. They're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Because a certain somebody was like, hey, Adam, if you ever, and I mean if you ever, tell people that I'm retiring again, I'm literally gonna break your freaking kneecaps. And Tom speaks to the other goat. That's all it took. It just took one goat talking to another goat. All Cristiano Ronaldo had to do was ask him, so you're done, right? And Tom's like, come on, dude, I'm not done. What kind of stupid question is that? And he was like, okay, all right, that's what I thought. Boom! Next day announces that he's back, dude. Tom Brady announces that he is back. And I gotta be honest. I was beat. I was beat to the punch on this one. I was beaten to the punch. I had no idea what happened until a certain somebody gave me a little ring, gave me a little phone call, and just completely shook my world. And what happened on that phone call exactly?
Well, I know that this is my thing. I knew that I personally thought I knew before you on this one because you're not following Tom Brady's personal Instagram.
It's true.
And I just so happened to be on Instagram at that very second that he posted it. It said 2 seconds ago. And I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and read this dissertation that Tom Brady has posted here. Let me go ahead and read this essay that he wrote, probably saying goodbye to the game. And what do I see? That he is returning. The first person that I thought of was you. You just so happened to be available to take my phone call. And when I told you that, it was complete silence, followed by delirious laughter.
Let's here.
You were in awe.
Let me just read this tweet for the folks that haven't seen it, okay?
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. This is the part that made me laugh, okay? I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business. Let's fucking go. Now, I retort with this, and Will Compton brought it up. The man has won 7 Super Bowls. He has won 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3 of which he's won regular NFL MVPs. The man has done it all. Please, I need to know. What unfinished business are you talking about, Tom? What are you talking about? What unfinished business? I don't understand.
Well, what he's saying is I have a ring on. It just doesn't make sense because there's 5 on this side, but there's only 2 on this side. I need 3 more. I need 10 for every finger. So when I go out, I can bling bling everybody, and I got 10 rings on. So that's my unfinished business, Jake. I'm glad you asked, though. I'm glad you asked. So, and my thing is, oh, you want to tell me when I'm going to retire? No, I'm going to tell you when I'm going to retire. And just because you said that I was going to retire, what I'm going to say to you is, I know you're tired of me playing, but I'm going to come back, and not only am I going to come back, I'm going to win the Super Bowl just to piss you off a little bit more. So next time you better think about it, Adam Schefter, before you talk. Because if you do it again, I'm going to go out and win another Super Bowl. So please, if I'm going to go out, it's going to be on my terms, homie.
Tom's a psychopath, dude. This dude's gonna play until like he's 55. Dude. He's gonna play till like he's 60 years old. Dude.
Well, I mean, his diet consists of lettuce, tree bark, and water. I mean, this guy doesn't age.
He's gonna be like the he's gonna be like that one movie where they tackled the dude and he turned into dust. He's just gonna be that old. Yeah. Dude. He's gonna be just an old man heaving the ball out. Tom Brady unretires. Big news out of Tampa. Chris Godwin re-signs with them, and then they go out and get Russell Gage from the Atlanta Falcons. Tampa Bay gearing up for another Super Bowl run. Of course he is. Moving on to the NFC West, the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals. I could tell you what the Arizona Cardinals have done this offseason, but I'm just going to tell you the one thing that they did that just seals their fate forever. They re-signed Cliff Kingsbury to a 7-year contract. That's all we need to say about the Arizona Cardinals. We don't even need to bring them up, maybe ever again on this show. I mean, we can pick their games week in and week out, but we certainly don't need to talk about them because we don't need to talk about teams that just settle for mediocrity. All that 7-year contract extension did for Cliff Kingsbury, what is that going to amount to?
A first-round exit in the wild card.
I don't even know if it's a first-round exit. It's going to amount to diddly squat. If there's one thing I can bet money on, it is that Cliff Kingsbury is not going to finish out that 7-year contract. I am willing to take that to the bank. That is not happening. I can guarantee it. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Rams, who have just lost everybody, right? Andrew Whitworth, retired. Von Miller, gone. Aaron Donald, we'll see what he does. They did re-sign Matt Stafford. They did sign Allen Robinson. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. But Aaron Donald.
You're essentially replacing Robert Woods with Allen Robinson. You're probably going to lose Odell Beckham Jr. Eric Weddle's not coming back. I know they lost somebody else. I think they lost another lineman or something. So
I think a linebacker. Yeah, they're if they lose Aaron Donald, done.
Please, then we get to let him retire. Please, I'm tired. Now it's like Russell Wilson's gone. Fireworks will be going off if Aaron Donald retired. I mean, Aaron Donald's got a season or two left. He's not going to play for 10 more years.
No. Maybe I would not be surprised.
The 49ers are. This is my thing. The 49ers, I believe the door is wide open for them, in the future because we have the youngest team and we have the most superstars at this point.
Yeah, and then we'll just jump right into the Niners. Not making big moves so far, but they did go out get a cornerback, right? They got Travarius Ward from the Chiefs. Decent. They got a return specialist in Ray McLeod. They re-signed JaMychal Hasty, and they re-signed Jeff Wilson Jr., who's the best goal line running back in the NFL. If you disagree with me, you don't watch football. And then, we'll see what happens. Niners don't need much. I mean, we both agreed on that. They do need cornerbacks. They got one. I know you're high on Travarius Ward. I'm not too high on Travarius Ward just because he talks shit to Jamar Chase, and then Jamar Chase toasted his ass the next play.
But the thing is
but he's a good cornerback. He's a good cornerback.
You have a good defensive line, and when you are not going against the best receiver in the NFL.
And I was going to say, and Jamar Chase is a different story. Yeah, going against Jamar Chase is like, it's hard. It's hard. So Travarius Ward should be good for that defense. We'll see what they do in the draft. The biggest question mark with the San Francisco 49ers, and we both agree, is Jimmy G. They've dropped the ball. The 49ers have completely dropped the ball on Jimmy Garoppolo. And we kind of pinpointed earlier when we were talking, it's that shoulder surgery. That shoulder surgery, I know, it was reported that it wouldn't affect his trade value or wouldn't affect his availability, but it completely affected everything. It derailed everything. So we'll see what happens with Jimmy G, but it looks like he's going to be on the Niners for one more season, which, is not the worst thing.
We like Jimmy. If anything, it's going to be a quarterback competition. I'm not sure, that
Yep.
Jimmy is going to win that just based on, just having to go through rehab and physical therapy and all of that again. But, it's the last year of his contract. He's not getting re-signed. It's done. There's no extension. This is the last year on his contract. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. His contract was from 2018 to 2022, 5 years, done. Charvarius Ward, I like the signing specifically because we needed a corner. So now we can't bitch and complain about not going out and getting a corner because we did. Obviously I would have liked to sign J.C. Jackson. Maybe we just didn't have the money to do that. It was a little bit more expensive. But I think Charvarius Ward is an up-and-coming cornerback. He's young. And I think he will do well alongside Emmanuel Mosley and that good defensive line. I think that we go into the draft and we draft a safety. And I think that, a couple of safeties, maybe one or two. I know that we signed one from the Colts. We'll see how he does. And I think his name's Odom. And then we re-signed Jordan Willis. Yeah. And, we brought in some special teamers. We brought in, I think his name's Burns or Burks from the Green Bay Packers. So I think we had a really bad special teams last year. And we're focused on, we have a new special teams coach. And we also have brought in a few pieces on special teams to hopefully turn things around. And I'm excited to see what Ray McLeod does because we haven't had a really good return specialist since Ted Ginn. I mean, it's been...
Wait. You mean Kyle Williams?
That's a low blow, man. That was a low blow. Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
That was one of the biggest low blows of all time. I should cancel you in this show for that blasphemy.
That was cheap.
Yeah, no. And so, we haven't had a good one since, and that see, I'm not even going to spend time on that. It's not even...
No, Ted Ginn. Go back to Ted Ginn.
It's been the best return specialist that we've had probably in the last 15 years. So to have somebody like Ray McLeod, if he's able to perform, special teams is a big part of the NFL. I think it's a part of the NFL that people don't focus on as much as they should. Having a good kicker, we saw what wonders that did for the Bengals. Having a good punt return team, having a good. I mean, let's face it. I'm beating a dead horse here, but if we didn't have the special teams performance that we did against the Green Bay Packers with the blocked kick, with a blocked punt and a blocked kick, we would not have advanced to the NFC Championship game. So, San Francisco 49ers, biggest wild card. What is going to happen with our quarterbacks? As you alluded to, Jimmy Garoppolo's shoulder surgery, it decreased his value on the market. And, that has a lot of teams questioning, how is he going to perform? Is he going to be ready by training camp? That sort of thing. So I think that they probably should have traded him before the season started, instead of trying to have him, be Trey Lance's mentor. Not sure that did much, but at least it got us to the NFC Championship game. So, like I said, much respect to Jimmy. It's just weird because I was saying my goodbyes and I guess he's not even leaving. So it's just freaking awkward, I feel like, probably for everybody.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the moment I know you've been waiting.
Oh.
There's only one team left. We've saved the worst for last, right? Because that's what you do. You don't save the best for last. You save the worst for last. We got the last team. The Seattle Seahawks. Now led by Drew Lock, right? Acquiring Noah Fant, decent tight end. Maybe re-signing, doing a couple re-signings and things like that. Not really making too big of moves. Russell Wilson's gone. Seahawks seemingly dead in the water. Give it to him. Let's hear his thoughts.
You have put all your money into your safeties, into Quandre Diggs and Jamal Adams. Who Jamal Adams is a glorified pass rusher, I feel like. I mean, there was a point in time where Javon Kinlaw had more interceptions than Jamal Adams. This dude went from the Jets, who are not contending, to the Seahawks, who are not contending. I want to be on a contender. Went to the Seahawks. Then you let DJ Reed walk, and he goes to the Jets and signs a contract, and he's a great secondary addition. Then you release the 6-time All-Pro, one of the best linebackers I've ever seen in my life, Bobby Wagner, who probably will sign with the Rams, so it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. Then you trade the one person that has kept your franchise together for Drew Lock. No fan. I mean, there's not much for me to say other than, well, it's no longer the sorry-ass Rams. Same old sorry-ass Seahawks. That is the new slogan for them. The Rams, I can't say it anymore. I was same old sorry-ass Rams. We would always whip their ass. Now they won the Super Bowl, and they beat us on the way. I don't hate the Rams. I mean, obviously, there's a rivalry there where I don't like them. I don't hate them the way I hate the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch. How does that feel? Throwing popcorn on Navarro Bowman when he was hurt? And I met Navarro Bowman at a Sharks game. Super nice guy. Throwing popcorn at this guy in your stadium when he just tore his ACL? Disgraceful. Your fans are disgraceful. Your fans are delusional. Your fans, you know the airport story. The good luck with that story. Whereas nothing exists anymore because you're a 49ers fan. You get what you deserve. That's all I gotta say. But this is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of the entire show. This is what I woke up for. This is what I went to sleep for. This is what I've been thinking about all week. I want your take on the Seattle Seahawks. I want to know what you have to say.
I mean, I don't hate the Seattle Seahawks as much as you. I don't think anybody hates the Seattle Seahawks as much as you do. But they're definitely the last team in the league, or definitely the last team in the division. Unless, superstar GOAT Drew Lock steps up to the plate and turns into Joe Montana, which it could happen. It's not going to happen, but, wings could fly out of my butt and I could start flying. But, there's crazier things that have happened. But the Seahawks, they're done. Seahawks are done. And one of the craziest 2 weeks to a beginning of an NFL free agency, NFL offseason I've ever seen. The Seahawks are done. They've basically phoned it in. Looking at all these signings that they're doing, they are investing again in defense. So I believe they're going to try and do the exact same formula that they did 10, 15 years ago, or 10 years ago now, when they had the Legion of Boom. They're not going to get that, but we'll see what happens. I don't see a quarterback coming. Malik Willis, we'll see. My fear is he's going to either go to Seattle or to Pittsburgh. That would not be ideal. What would be ideal is if Carolina stepped up and took him, because this kid is going to be a baller. Malik Willis from Liberty, if you don't know who he is going to be a baller. This draft class is one of the most underrated, undercover draft classes that we're going to have in recent memory. Everybody in this draft class is like cheetahs. They're all running like 4.5s, 4.4s, 4.3s, 4.2s. They're the fastest, just overall class I think we've ever seen. So this draft class has a lot of talent, a lot of undercover talent that we don't see. But yeah, I think for the foreseeable future, it's safe to assume that the Seahawks are done. I don't see Drew Lock coming in there and leading them to victory. I don't see Baker Mayfield if he gets drafted there.
I think Detroit's going to draft Malik Willis, so I think that we can just
that's a good point too.
We were talking about the
that's a good
Seahawks,
point.
okay?
Yeah.
Don't you dare try to put Malik Willis in the seat. They're done. Let me enjoy this because I don't want to
Exactly.
cross conversations with Seattle and Malik Willis. How dare you? You already attacked me with Kyle Williams. Now you're gonna hit me while I'm down? What kind of friend are you?
All right, we'll leave Malik Willis out of this.
Willis out of this.
All right, we'll leave him out.
What
We'll
you-
leave him out.
No,
All right. We know
What are
he's
you
gonna go
talking
somewhere.
about, Willis?
We know he's gonna go somewhere that we can root for him. So we're gonna be excited to see Malik Willis. I'm excited to see this draft class, and because that is going to do it for this extended fantasy episode, and it's going to be a treat for you guys. It's going to be a super treat because so much has happened, just so much to unpack. There's just so much to unpack. There's so much just action. I mean, again, this is no longer the National Football League. This is the new Football League because it's changed. It is completely different from anything that we've seen in the past. I mean, this is the most, I guess you could call it turnaround that we've ever seen. Where you have we're at 9 Pro Bowlers. 9 Pro Bowlers are on a new team.
No,
that has never happened.
Biggest
9
off-season
Pro Bowlers
that we've ever seen in our lifetime. I think we can both agree.
Yep. 9 Pro Bowlers are on different teams this year. So it's going to be one of the craziest seasons. I mean, I thought last season was the craziest season I've ever seen. Buckle up. Get your seatbelts ready because the draft is only a month away. So, here we go. We are in the thick of things. The NFL is back. The NFL doesn't go away. It may only be on TV for 5-6 months out of the year, but it is a year-round sport. So we are right in the thick of things. We are finding everything out. Wow. Man, oh man. Think about everything we just talked about today. That was 2 weeks. That was just 2 weeks of action. That's what we got in the first 2 weeks of free agency. I cannot wait to see what the rest of this offseason holds. Brandon, any last words for the people?
That was fun. It's been a while. I'm glad that we're back, and we're keeping this going. We're keeping the tradition going. I had some good laughs. Like you said, it was just a crazy offseason, the biggest offseason that we've ever seen. So many big splash moves, so much entertainment, so many narratives to talk about, to read about, to listen to podcasts about. There has just been so many big moves, and it just makes it that more exciting to watch the draft and to get ready for another incredible season. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, man, it's going to be a cat fight. It's going to be
It's gonna be dirty. It's gonna be nasty.
Blows are gonna be thrown in the NFC left and right because you got Matt Ryan, you got Justin Herbert, you got Josh Allen, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got help me out here. You got Russell Wilson. Yeah, they got everybody.
You got everybody.
They got everybody. I think we both agree whoever wins the Super Bowl is going to come out of the AFC because iron sharpened iron. Battle tested. They're going to get to the Super Bowl and be like, what's this? Unless it's the GOAT, they're going to be like, what the hell? What am I doing? Who am I playing here?
Yeah.
The AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. So, man, it's going to be incredible.
If you can't tell, we are ready. I wish the season started tomorrow. I wish fantasy started tomorrow. That way we can just pump out episodes again. We are ready. Whoo! What an episode. That's just what happened in 2 weeks, folks. That is simply what happened in 2 weeks of football this offseason. Absolutely incredible. 9 Pro Bowlers. I'm going to say it again. 9 Pro Bowlers are on different teams. Absolutely incredible. If at any point you like what you saw during this video, please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, just tap on that bell notification, stay up to date on all the latest content. We're dropping knowledge, we're dropping content. It's right there, right at your feet. You just gotta look down, pick it up, shove it in that head of yours, shake it around, and boom. Better fantasy player and a more knowledgeable football human being, right? Because that's what it's about. If you're not growing, you are dying. So always look for the opportunities to grow in anything that you're passionate about. You know who he is. That's one of my best friends, Brandon Sullivan. I am Jacob Coe, the Fantasy Guy, and for this very special Meet on the 50 Free Agency edition, Brandon and Jake, we're out.